Eat with me while I tell you what I'd allow my children to do, because I want my children to feel like they're in a trusted and respectful space. I made steamed eggs and it's so good, like so good. I put soy sauce, onion, and chili. Anyways, back to topic. Allow themselves to express freely with the clothes they wear, how they do their hair, obviously with appropriate reasoning. Hobbies, they're allowed to do whatever they want as a hobby. Obviously that is appropriate. And music taste. They're allowed to have their own music taste. They're their own individual human beings and they have their own stuff that they connect to, right? Set boundaries with me, okay? If they need space and they need to set a firm boundary, they're allowed to do that respectfully. With me, they're allowed to do that respectfully. They're allowed to have their own private time and privacy, like they're allowed to lock their room door, they're allowed to lock their shower door, like the bathroom door, they're allowed to have their own privacy. Obviously, if I'm gonna knock and ask to come in, I also do expect that they will allow it. They're allowed to make mistakes. Everyone should be allowed to make mistakes. They're growing, and as long as they own up to their mistake, I have no problems with them having any. Okay? Disagreeing with me, obviously respectfully. They don't always have to like my opinions and they don't always have to agree with me. They're allowed to disagree with me. Choosing their own path, their career, their hobbies, their passion, their support circles. They're allowed to choose that. They're allowed to choose what they want to be when they grow up. They can be a business owner, they can be a babysitter, they can do whatever they want in their life, like in the circle of life. Like I'm not gonna force you to become a doctor. They're allowed to talk about anything, nothing is too embarrassing, literally. They're allowed to talk about mental health, their feelings, anything deeper than that, mistakes, things they want to keep a secret. They don't have to keep it a secret around me. Obviously, if they have secrets, they're allowed to have them. They're human beings. But they're allowed to say no as well. They're allowed to say when they are uncomfortable, because consent matters, even with family. Thank you for watching. Bye.